Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Today is 22nd September and it is just juxtapositioned between 21st September, that is the International Day of Peace, and 23rd September 2022, that is the Equinox Day. The day and night are equal. What a beautiful day it is it not? So, we are going to talk about the three states of a country or of the governance, that is, the executive, the legislation or legislative, and the judiciary. So we are not going to talk about legislative and the executive much, but we'll be talking about judiciary, and that too judiciary in India. Yes, the first, it was founded in India, the Indian judicial system, way back in 1726 in the in the mayor's court at Madras, now Chennai, 1726. Yeah, since 1726, the legal system in India has been running. And just let us look at some of the figures, and I think many of you can guess the numbers, and the numbers are so beautiful, so not very happy to be about. And you know what? We have got almost 4.7 crores of cases pending in the judicial, and that is a great number. And the news that since December 2019 to April 2022, there has been an increase of 27% of cases pending. So not a good news for all of us, when we know that, as everybody knows and everybody tells, that justice delayed is justice denied. And as on today, or that is as of May 2022, that is last May, this year May, that is 1,80,000 cases have been pending over 30 years. That's a huge amount of time. The other day, I had the proud privilege of attending a webinar under the aegis of the Art of Living and Sri University, and quite an eminent speaker. Two, three speakers were speaking about. I was just hearing to that, listening. I was indeed very privileged to be listening to the discussion, and they were telling it's there are chances of it improving. And I'm not going to the details of how a judiciary works, the Supreme Court at the apex court. Then we have got the high courts in each and every state. Then, of course, we have got the district courts, and we have got the revenue courts manned by the state government. In fact, my father was one of those. When he was the subdivisional officer, he was attending the courts in the subdivision. And I, as a child, and had the opportunity of watching my father in action. I mean, not as a routine, but maybe once or twice, I could get a glimpse of what goes in a court, in a subdivision. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult because the number of cases pending in India is so huge. That's because, again, our population is so much. And the number of judges to population, the ratio is 10.5 to 1 million, whereas we are supposed to have officially 50, that is 20% of what we are supposed to be having. So there is a lot of lack of manpower in the judicial system. The number of judges that we are not very sure. I'm not sure, for one, why the so many judges posts are vacant. Is it that we have got dearth of talent, or dearth of enough law schools, law colleges, law university? We have got very famous law university, the Nulls, or that at Mumbai. There are so many, but looks to me that it is still not enough, and there are plenty of scope for improvement. I'm sure you'll be agreeing to my thinking, my train of thought that we have to do urgently do something. Unless we do something, it's not going to decline. If it is not going to decline, then it's only one way. What is happening today, we think that if you want to delay the dispute to be decided or put on one side or other, just go to a court and put it in the court. It will never be decided, not definitely not during my lifetime. So that is the way of avoiding or denying justice to the right person. So definitely not a very healthy system. We talk about the state government not doing much or the central government not doing much, but here we see the judiciary itself is not able to deliver the goods when it is required. So what can be done is loud thinking. I am no legal expert. I'm not an expert in any subject for that matter, but it is a Thursday thought. It's some thought. Yesterday being the World Peace Day, and they were discussing about ADR, the Alternative Dispute Resolution Mechanism, ADR. It's a very positive sign that has slowly but definitely surely crept into our system, and the thinkers, the think tank of Indian judicial system, have come forward and told that unless it is absolutely necessary, let's not go to the courts. Let us first try to have the alternative means of solving or resolving the dispute. So that is how ADR has come. In fact, one of the talkers was telling the ADR is not alternative. It should become a mainstream because so many cases are pending and there is no, you can't see light at the end of the tunnel. It's the other way around. You can see only the tunnel at the end of light, and we don't know when we are going to end. So with all that, I allowed thinking from my side. I'm told the judges, the courts have a Dasara vacation, have a summer vacation. They are even have got more vacations than the school children of India. I mean, it just defeats my way of thinking. Why at all you should grant so many holidays when your legal system is almost crumbling? There is no way you can get a court case adjourned or decided fast. It just keeps rolling and rolling. So can we not do something like have offload to what is known as outsourcing? Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't know, I'm from a company, I'm from a public sector. I retired from the public sector, and I was told when you are not able to do it fast, you can do it cheaper by giving outsourcing. So can we do it outsourcing of the legal cases? The number of cases can be decided by the private. In fact, that's what I'm going to talk. I was thinking, can we really do privatize the legal system? Why not? To a certain limit, the number of cases which are just increasing by the second, can we not cut down the numbers by deciding it outside the court by the smaller private parties, or as you know that in legal system it is called the private practitioners of law, and they can decide the small petty disputes. And I was told any case involving transfer or a money involved in the case being more than 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs or 8 lakhs is known as a commercial case, and they have to go to the ADR system, alternative dispute resolution, before appearing in a court, before approaching a court. So I'm not very sure whether only ADR, only when it becomes mainstream, it can pull a lot of load off. The courts can offload so many of the pending cases. We can see positivity in the whole thing, and we can hope of getting justice which is not delayed, and as a result which is not be denied. So that's what is it, this Thursday thought. The intelligentsia, my appeal again is, let us think of something about the judicial system in India particularly, where the cases need not be pending in court for more than, say, years or maybe days or months only, then only we will think that yes, justice is delivered in time. So either privatize or segregate them into important cases. We have seen how partially the judicial system works. When there is an important court, they stay throughout the night and do it, but there are cases are too far and too low in numbers. So I think some urgent thinking is required by the thinkers. It is just a thought process. I am just trying to give a thought process to it. I don't know whether I'll be succeeding in that, but definitely the cases pending as of today, the cases pending with the courts today doesn't give me any hope of any light at the end of the tunnel, because it is running into 4.7 crores or 47 million of cases pending in judicial. So, with this thought, I pray God that may justice prevail and may justice be delivered to people in time who need it so badly. God bless, take care, and hopefully the judicial system will wake up to a brighter future as soon as possible. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye bye.